Welcome everybody to Jingle Joyride, the newest IBRI track. I'm here with my new and maybe even old co-host. Welcome, Mouse.
Hello and good evening, everybody. Well, what am I excited to see this nice track and all these racers joining up. I think we're still waiting for quite a few, but like this is the last few minutes of preparation, and then we can finally start with the stream. Start with the first qualifications.
The qualifications, indeed, yeah. So the event starts, as you can see, up top, right here. I'll remove the tower for a little bit. It starts in 6 minutes. Actually, it's about 7, but that'll be how long it'll be. First, we're gonna go into qualifying, which we'll explain in a little bit. First, we'll have to see if everybody actually joins, because that can sometimes be a problem, especially when you get as many creators as we did this time around. Since this time it's not only IBRI that we're working with, we're also working with Jingle Crafters, an initiative that tries to raise money for a good cause. And we're also raising money for a good cause today, so check in the description what we're raising money for. It's the Sarcoma Foundation that actually tries to research and fight sarcoma. So please do check it out. And please do check our IBRI donation link if you're capable of actually donating. Don't be forced to do anything. That's the important part. Right now, we arrived here at the start. So let's take a look at the final time. Well, the practice times that we have so far.
Yeah, it's actually, I think, bad luck for the people who are joining a bit late, because as you could just see, there's some people already on the track. And what they're doing right now still counts, if I'm right, as practice laps. So the times you see here before us is just practice, no official times yet. But yeah, now they just can practice for the last few minutes to kind of get in the right flow, and then it will be the real deal.
It will be the real deal indeed. And yes, right now we can see Sloime, who's actually right here, not right next to us, is on top by quite a big margin. He's ahead of NYOOOOOOOOM, who actually disconnected at the start last time by more than half a second. And this might not look like much, since the other people on the top 10 are 10 seconds away, but in Ice Boat Racing, this is quite a lot. So, we're definitely gonna have our eyes on Sloime and on NYOOOOOOOM and see what they can do this qualifying session.
Yeah, and as you might know from the title, it's an invitational, so there's also some people who are new to ice boat racing. So there's definitely some difference in skill level, but that does not mean that there won't be some exciting races halfway down the leaderboard. I'm really excited for people, even in the middle mode, seeing some crazy overtakes, crashes, and I really believe that also there will be some really fun, because that's what it's all about, of course, some really fun overtakes and exciting gameplay. Yeah, and if we can just fly around the course like we're doing right now, you can see there's quite some opportunities for creative overtakes, bumps, or yeah, what else are we expecting?
Yeah, we are actually expecting quite a lot. So we're going to have a lot of different skill levels in this event. Some people have driven IBRI and have been ice boat racing for a while now. People like Sloime, for example, or New Kiddo. They've joined since the first ever IBRI, and they're, I think, just a little bit above the rest, according to skill level. But every IBRI, we do get a surprise of 1 or 2 people that actually are quite good. To get an example for this time around, we actually have a new player, which is Hydro MC right here. He's 5th in the leaderboard, and he's only practiced for about 2 or 3 days, as far as I've seen.
Yeah, you really need to get the feel for how to steer these boats. And some people, yeah, they just have this natural feel for it. So you can see that even if you're just a few days into the event and they have all had the time to start practicing, well, then yeah, it's just really exciting.
Yeah, and for
to say
sure.
the least.
Yeah, it is really exciting. And hopefully we can see some more stuff today. It's 2 more minutes until we start. And I hope we can start on time, because that might be... Well, I think this is going to be the closest one yet. We're also going to be looking at chat a little bit before we start. So if you have any questions, be sure to ask them now. In the meantime, I'm going to show you a part of the track that might be my favorite part of the track, which is right here. As you can see, there's a little railroad road crossing here, which is actually made out of ice. So what you can do, and I don't know if somebody will do it, you can go on the railroad crossing, even though it's really difficult to do so, and skip a lot of the track. Fancy asks, is there any wall priority, Jank? Fancy, there might be a little bit. So there's a lot of wall taps in this section right here. This is a snow section. And to elaborate on what a wall tap is when you use your boat and literally slam into a wall to get more speed. So in my testing, there hasn't been jank. However, there are some tricky wall taps, like the one right here. And the one right here, where it can easily crash into some diagonal blocks, like Funny did just there. And that loses you a lot of time. So, other than that, no really jank. The closest place you can have that is right here, which is around the huge Christmas tree. And if you get too close to these edges, you might get bumped. So, that's something to watch out for.
As you can also see around the Christmas tree, it might not be beneficial to take the inner corner, the inner turn, as the blue ice is a bit faster compared to the packed ice. So just staying a bit off the inside there might even be faster. And also, of course, it really depends on whether you're really driving in a group or are ahead or behind, so have way more space to take your own racing lines.
Yeah. All right, to give you a little bit of clarification about qualifying, that we're going to enter in 20 seconds. Everybody will not be able to see each other. So everybody will only see their own boat and will be driving for a particular time that we're going to see in just a minute. In this time, you got to set the fastest lap possible, and this will determine your starting grid. So here we go. It is now starting. Let me turn on the tower so you can see. It'll update in a little bit. Unless I have to update it by hand, which I can try right now, actually. But we'll see. So everybody's right here inside each other. It looks a bit weird, but this is how it's supposed to be. So don't worry about it. Let's see if it has updated yet. Not yet. I'm going to check that out if that's an issue or not. No, it just doesn't seem to work this time around, but that's fine. We have another one on the right side. So on the right side, you can see the times. Right now, nobody has set a time yet. So everybody's equal. Whenever somebody finishes their lap, they're going to be on the right side, and you can see more times. Fancy, about the track, when the track releases, it's actually going to release right after this stream on boat laps. We already imported it, and we're going to immediately release it after the stream. So stick around to see when you can join. So the players are getting in position. I actually installed some cameras where I will be watching them. And it's going to be, I think, really interesting. Who are you rooting for, Maurice? Or Mouse, I should say.
Well, there's a lot of different teams. So there's not really a favorite I'm rooting for, but I am really excited to see how the teams will cooperate. Because, of course, the boats during qualification, they cannot bump into each other. As we mentioned, they can currently not see each other. This is to give them the opportunity to really race according to their best skill, to really show off their finesse and set the best time possible. But during the race itself, it is possible to bump into each other and also to thereby block each other. So how teams will work together to work around this will be really exciting, I think. And also the pit stops, how they will make use of those. But I guess we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah. Because for now, those aren't really important yet.
So as we can see, somebody is going for the skip. And Cynical actually slides right through it. Look at that speed, how he did that. That was, I'm going to be honest, that was insane. No back markers right here, and this is the big open snow section. Everybody goes on the right side, but you can actually go on the left side, as some people do right here.
Is it actually faster is the question.
It depends on how you do. It really depends on how you do. As you can see here, this is the turn afterwards. Some people are going for wall tap, some people are not going for wall tap, some people are just sticking to the inside. And it's really interesting to see all of these different strategies. Right now, Neo Cynical is leading and should have the fastest lap as of this point. Here he goes onto the final sector. Well, a lot of people are trailing behind. Let's just take a look. Him and Sloime are actually really fast, and Purplus and Pi are also there. Coincidentally, these are the people that are our top 4 in the standings. So let's take a look. Neo Cynical is the first one that will cross the finish line, and then he's gonna have a 1:42.5. Sloime is 1 second and 1 second behind. Purplus is 3 seconds behind, Pi as well, and Hydro MC is 6 seconds behind. So more people are coming in now. Let's see some more times, and we can see our top 15. So looking at it right now, a surprise entry is actually Fast Miner 07. Fast Miner has been around for multiple IBRIs, but he has never made it up this high. So let's see if he can keep the 10th position. Another great contender is actually the Muye. I have no clue. The Muye. He's actually new to IBRI and is apparently pretty good. And he's been trained by the sim racing team. And I think for sim racing, they're really good.
Yeah, the Discord also has some really great coaches, I believe. So all the creators had the opportunity to train with a coach. Sorry, what's going on over here?
I think somebody lost their way and is now driving in the wrong direction. What is Marshy doing? In the meantime, someone just joined. I think they're too late.
These unseen tactics, I'm not sure whether they will work out in the long term.
I don't think so, because this time will not count.
We'll see.
We'll have to see indeed. Ooh, and as the race control says, Dark Phoenix will have to miss the start of qualifying and will join the race in last place.
I guess that's only fair. In the meantime, does that mean that he can still, that this person can still practice during qualifying?
Unfortunately not, no. They can't practice during qualifying.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
So
starting in last and not being warmed up. Actually, I'll be rooting for that one. I'm really excited to see how such a person will do. Yeah, honestly, I think that might be an interesting comeback story, perhaps, right?
Maybe, but I do have to say, this person is new, and I have not seen them practice just once.
Ooh,
so it's gonna be interesting to see how they'll do.
That's gotta be a tough one. Okay.
So some people have improved, and we've seen that Keith actually makes it to P6, which is really interesting. Let's have a look and spectate Keith and see how he's doing. So I'll go on a little bit further for you like this, and let's see some of the strategies that Keith has.
Yeah, at times it almost looks like he's clipping the snow. Well, I believe there he just did a bit, but that's just because he's taking such tight turns, and yeah, such tight turns are exactly why he is improving in time, I guess, because that's really pushing the limits. He is currently going a bit slower, as you can see at the bottom, plus 2.3 seconds. What exactly does this time mean?
So, as you can see, he has a plus 2.5 behind this time right now. This means he's 2.5 seconds behind on his fastest time. So if this were me, I would honestly use the reset button right now and try again, because 2 seconds is quite a lot to win back in this short time, because they only have 4 minutes left. Meanwhile, I think Neo Cynical is still at the top. Like Sloime is improving and is only a tenth and a half behind, which is quite crazy. I'm gonna have a look how Sloime is doing.
Neo Cynical really set a really great first lap. Sloime is currently really 0.05 is really close. Like here's just a bit in front even. And now we're watching. This is
still Sloime. Yeah, Sloime did reset.
He did reset.
If you look at the Eye of Ender in his hand, that is the reset button.
Oh, I just missed
So
that. Sorry.
Sloime is actually so this competitive. Like whenever he sees a time that is a little bit slower than his fastest, he will just reset. And honestly, I think that is the way to go when you have a reset timer. But the problem is, if you get too greedy with it, then you might lose the opportunity to even set a lap.
Yeah, with 2 minutes remaining, this might actually be a problem for him, because if he's too perfectionistic, then if he doesn't even set the lap, then it's just gonna be second place for him.
Yeah. If he doesn't set another lap, it's gonna be slow. And right ahead of him is NYOOOOOOOOM, and some people are doing pit stops for some reason. I don't know why they would do that, but it's something they're doing. And here's NYOOOOOOOM. And NYOOOOOOOOM is also really, really fast, and they're going as a team, it seems. They can't see each other, but I don't think they know they're this close. I think NYOOOOOOOM, no, he didn't reset. Look, this is the difference. NYOOOOOOOOM is wall tapping there, and Sloime is not. We can see some of the strats. Well, Keith is really lagging. Oh, Sloime reset.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That is. Ooh.
That was really smooth.
It was good, but it had a very choppy exit, it seems. So Sloime is 1 second and 1.4 seconds behind, which is quite a lot, unfortunately. So, I do have some bad news about some of the drivers, because not all drivers could make it to this IBRI. We actually had a ton of drivers that had to sit this one out. Like, we had an entire team from last time that actually got, I can't remember exactly, but it got second or third, the team from France. And those guys all couldn't make it, unfortunately, this time around. So, Camelot fell there, and they got reset. But they couldn't make it. And also, another name that's missing, and it's a big one, it's New Kiddo. New Kiddo got second last time around and almost won over Sloime. But this time around, he couldn't be there. However, a friend of his, which is P7 right now, Bent, did make it. And New Kiddo gave some of their wisdom to Bent and actually helped him practice. And now, I think it's paying off, because Bent has never, to my knowledge, never boat raced before, and is now P7, which is quite
amazing.
Quite amazing, I'd say. Yeah, it's a really quick. Let's actually have a little look at Bent, if we can. Here he is.
So he seems to know what he's doing.
Yeah, he is 2 seconds behind on this lap, but he does have another shot. So how this works, the timer that you can see there in yellow, that's at the bottom. Oh, whoa, what is Ben doing? Oh, Ben, get off the track. What is he doing? He might just block somebody if he stands there. This might not be very helpful. Let's take a look. Ben, this is not safe. You should really get off the track. He has another shot at this. So how this works, and why am I saying this? If you cross the line before the timer ends, you actually get another shot at it. Now, Funny is doing the same shots. Funny is P40 now, but it's just standing still right here at the end, even possibly blocking some people, and that is not allowed. So will Funny get punished? Ooh, who knows? Some people are trying to wall tap him. Marshy tried to assassinate Funny by hitting him with a boat. I don't know if that's the way to do it, but...
Well, since Fundy is not in a place that he's allowed to be standing in, actually crashing into him might give staff a reason to, give him a penalty for standing there. So maybe it's actually a smart strat of the other players to actually crash into him on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the qualifying, we see in chat, people have asked, how's the qualifying so far? NYOOOOOOOOM absolutely sent it over a skip, and I'll show you where he did that. He did it right here. We have a little railroad skip where if you are really good, you can cross over the roadway. If you fall off, you get reset. So that's a real bad thing. So you gotta cross this part, and it's pixel perfect. But if you get it just right, you're gonna save about 1.5, 2 seconds. And NYOOOOOOOM and Sloime did just that. So that's why they're all the way at the top. And Pi and Purplers are just a little bit behind. After qualifying is over, we do have some more stuff to show you. For example, if you want to actually see the track, we got a a track trailer for you. But that will be after qualifying. Right now, people are finishing their laps. It seems NYOOOOOOOOM will get that first position, but will he be able to hold Sloime behind him? And does he have great race pace? We'll have to see.
It's amazing to see the first lap that he set was actually a time that no one could beat. We're still waiting for the last few people to enter here. So I'm not pushing it off the table, but NYOOOOOOOM has given up. He's pretty sure at this point that no one's going to beat him to P1.
No, Sloime actually finished their run already. So I don't think somebody else can do it. I think that's it. I think NYOOOOOOOM is our pole sitter of today. And we're just waiting on the last people to finish their laps, and then we can have a little chat even. And there we go, NYOOOOOOOM, our pole sitter. All right. So, while there is some downtime and we're waiting for the last people to finish their lap, let's have a look at the actual trailer of this track, shall we? Let's take a look. Yeah, and that's right. And I think we did discover the magic at Jingle Joyride because the results are in. And they're right here. So, NYOOOOOOOM is our pole sitter with a 142.5. Sloime is second with a 142.65. Only 1.5 tenths behind. In third we have Pi. In fourth, Purpose. In the fifth, Hydro. I'm not going to name the rest because there's 40 people. And that might be much. So, we've seen a little, some laps. However, we haven't seen a full lap. Luckily, we got a pro driver to do one lap. So let's take a look on how he did. So, we hired Renault Cosmo, who actually is maybe even like a pro driver at this point. He won multiple competitions. And yeah, what do we see? He immediately goes for this skip, which, Maurice, how would you describe?
Well, this skip kind of, the corner kind of reminds me of, if you've ever played Mario Kart, the Sherbet Island, one of the first corners. It's a really sharp corner, and if you turn in too harsh, then you can immediately crash into the water. So taking this water skip is actually quite dangerous, but at the same time it saves a lot of time. And also here, immediately in this corner, this is a really difficult piece of track to take this skip, but it's really amazing to see how he does it.
And actually Renault Cars did it the slow way this time around. NYOOOOOOOM actually just sent it straight through, and he got that skip 3 times, which saved him a ton of time.
At the same time, sending it does come with some risk, so I believe Renault Cars here made the wise decision to play it safe, because of course the race is more than just one lap, and sending it, it should only be an option if you're really trying to push for time, really trying to overhaul someone, to take over. Overall, playing a bit safe isn't always the worst tactic.
No, especially in a race where you have multiple, maybe even tens of laps in a row, as Renault Cars finishes his final, well, not his final, his only lap, and there he goes. That's it for Renault Cars. Thank you for Renault Cars for doing that.
Amazing round.
Anyways, we're back, and the race actually loads in 15 seconds. Yeah, it's this quick. We've only started streaming half an hour ago, and we're already at the main race. So I'll be starting from the back, so we get a nice visual to see everybody sitting here. So there are some spots still left open, but here is everybody. Look at this. Everybody's sitting here. The Neo Cynical is on the left side. So what this means is that he will have a longer run to the first turn. This will give some opportunities to other people like Pi, Purplers, Hydro, or even the Fox in P6 to throw down the inside. And I think Bent is also in a really good position because he's right behind Neo Cynical. He can try to get in there. It seems Gurk isn't in the race. What is going on? Is Gurk not here? Oh, he's right here.
All right. Third row, I wouldn't want to be there because depending on how the first turn goes, it might just be a big fight for position, and having a lot of boats in front of you might just really, cause a blockage that you can't really go around, and either way, it will take a lot of time. That might be difficult to overall to win back later in the race.
Yeah, and you really have to be careful here. Because if you start behind somebody and they let go of their W key or they break for some reason and you crash into them, you're gonna lose a lot of time. And if everybody's shooting past you, you're gonna bump once again. And I have a feeling that might happen today. By the way, who got lost today? It was Dark Phoenix. Oh yeah, Dark Phoenix because he didn't show up in time. We're still waiting on 2 people or 1 person, it says, in the chat right now. But it should start really soon. Oh, as in right now even. Alright, let's take a look who gets this. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and everybody is off. Here we go. There's a little bit of delay, but Neo Cynical actually does get that position. Let's take a look how he does into this corner right there. Sloime is actually a little bit ahead, and let's follow that action. Sloime is already out of Neo Cynical, but what does Neo Cynical do? Pi is in a close third. Neo Cynical takes a little bit better insight right there, and is now back at the front. But they're still all in tandem. They're really close. And it seems Sloime actually had a little mess up and is now behind. Hydro MC has a phenomenal start. He goes from P5 to P1 right now. What did he do? How did he do that?
As you can also see, there's some markers in front of the players and the boats. Maybe for new viewers.
Got bumped.
Maybe for new viewers, what exactly are these markers?
What exactly are these markers? Oh, Pi just filled the skip. And he's now far behind again. It's actually Purpose in P3 fighting with Fast Miner, but look at the front. Who would have guessed? A new player by the name of Hydro MC is first right now, even beating Neo Cynical, but Neo Cynical is still chasing him down. Purpose is P3, Fast Miner is P4, and Sloime actually dropped down all the way to P7. Where is he? He's right here, and he's actually with his teammate, Pi. Back to the front. It seems Neo Cynical got bumped again, and is now being overtaken by Purpose. These 3 are still fighting for a huge position, but Neo Cynical did just bump that wall a little bit, and is now in a bit of trouble.
Maybe starting in first wasn't actually all that beneficial after all. But
I think
we'll
he
have to
messed
see
up
in the
somewhere.
long run. Yeah, he definitely messed up in the first and second corner there a bit. And it gave just this slight opportunity that Hydro MC and Purplers definitely took great advantage of. So back into the factory we go, around the last corner, and that's the first lap, people. So after one whole lap, you can already see the positions have quite changed. And it's amazing to see how the players have spread out. This will open up a bit more room to take on their own racing lines instead of just...
Oh, Purpose got bumped. Oh, but so does Neo Cynical.
Oh.
And this actually gives Hydro MC a huge lead of about 2 seconds.
Wild. Yeah, that's just taking the corner just a bit too tightly, and that just doesn't work out all the time.
Yeah, and a player we haven't talked about today is Tadziu. And Tadziu is part of a racing team, and he's battling with another guy from a racing team instead of a Minecraft team. So these guys are going at it. Will somebody go for skip? No, they won't. Tadziu just get bumped a little bit. And who's this? Who's going for skip? It's Pi. And Pi actually does do an overtake on 2 people right now.
So you can see it is definitely a bit faster if executed properly.
Yeah, that is true. And let's see. So a lot of people are doing their pit stops right away. Let's see if there's any big names. I don't think there are as of now, unfortunately. So let's see. Hydro MC is still at the front, but Purpose is hunting him down. Purpose really wants this. This lead, because I think Purpose is just a bit quicker overall than Hydro MC, because he's he's more consistent and driving, because he has driven more, while Hydro MC is a bit of a newer player.
Now, why might a player be interested in already going for a pit stop right now?
So, we haven't even explained it. A pit stop. Why would you go for a pit stop? Well, the people that did their pit stops are mostly at the back of the field. What this means is that they don't want to see 20 or 30 people in front of them. So what they do is they go in a pit stop and try to create some air in front of them, so they can try to catch up and slowly but surely get ahead. Because if the player in front of them does the pit stop as well, well, they gotta follow it, right? This is where everybody got bummed last time. Are they more careful this time around? It seems so. They're not as close. But Purpose is going for a move. Let's take a look on how he does it. Where's Purpose? There he is. I think he got bumped.
Oh, and just a small bump. You can really see how much of a difference it makes. Just now they were really close, maybe even almost in a taking over position. But now it's just one big gap, more than 1 second, 1.85 behind. And that really is, it takes maybe even a lap to get back to this chance at overtaking.
Yeah, and it seems Pi is the only player that is consistently going for the skip. And it is working out, because he just... No, he didn't overtake anymore. He is crawling closer to the Fox 580, which is in 4th place. The Fox is also a new player that joined with the Jingle Crafters initiative. Yeah. So Pi, who has done... This is his third IBRI, has some more experience. So let's see if Fox crumbles.
Amazing to see these new players also really showing off their skill. This also shows that each map is different, so you can be really skilled at certain parts of a map or certain mechanics, but with each new map, aside from the beautiful decorations...
Oh, there he goes!
Whoa!
Ooh, Hydro goes wide just a little bit, and Purpose immediately sees the chance, but he gets blocked by a back marker, which is Dark Phoenix. Meanwhile, Neo Cynical decides, I'm not gonna deal with this, I'm going into the pits. But is this the right call? I wonder.
Maybe he's just irritated by the fact that these...
Oh, there's a lot of back markers now.
Oh.
You have to be really careful now.
Yeah, just a bit behind all these back markers. Pitting might actually have been a smart choice for Neo Cynical.
Yeah, indeed. So let's take a look. There's nobody behind Purpose, but there is some people in front. There goes Danny. Actually, let's take a look. I'm really interested to see how Hydro MC passes these new players, because what experience does, and Hydro MC is actually respecting people quite a bit. But there he goes, he gets bumped, and Purpose goes down the inside, actually outside into inside, and he changes and overtakes Hydro MC back. So now it's our new leader, Purpose.
Amazing execution of a small takeover. Just, a small mistake made by the person in front of you, and immediately, you just really have to slip into that small gap.
Oh my, look at this. There's
just
a
really
bullet hell. But that's the thing, right? Because Purpose has so much more experience with overtaking slower people. He knows what to do and when to respect someone. Well, Hydro hasn't experienced this before, so it's a new thing for him. So he's struggling a little bit more. Like even Marcy, he doesn't know what to do. Well, meanwhile, Purpose is almost already through the field. So let's see if Purpose can keep this up. He's now right behind his teammate, Crafty Masterman. So let's see if Crafty will let him pass or not, or will he block him? Oh, he does let him pass. What a clean overtake. And I got a feeling Crafty might actually try to block Hydro MC right here, because Crafty and Purpose are in a team, remember? Let's take a look how that goes. Oh, Hydro does he get past? It's now or never. Ooh. There he goes. There he goes indeed.
We see some people pitting in the back. Maybe a smart choice, as there were quite some boats in this area of the map.
For sure. Meanwhile, Neo Cynical is already P3 again, and he goes for another pit, because, well, is that smart? Because there's so many people here.
Well, pitting does take quite some time, actually.
It does, but let's take a look at Neo Cynical and how he does when coming out, because there's and I mean a ton of back markers. Even look now, right ahead of him, there's Recipher, which falls in the water and seemingly gets reset.
Missed his mark, definitely.
Yeah, that didn't. I don't think that was intended. But Neo Cynical might have put himself in a very bad situation because look at the back markers.
Actually, I see Slomé making some steps up. Just now I checked and he was in 9th position, but right now he's already back to 7th position. So like from the first rounds, he was really setting a great time. Really interesting to see slowly making his way back up to the higher positions.
For sure, yeah. And let's look a little bit at the back. Yeah, Slomé. Does Slomé have open air? Let's take a look. No, he does not actually.
Ooh, doesn't matter whether he goes left or right. There's always someone in front of him here.
But right behind him is Neo Cynical. Look at this.
Ooh, this is a really, really cluttered situation.
It is a really
especially in corners such tight ones as these. Yeah, it can really bother.
Look.
Bothersome.
Ooh.
And as you just saw, both just bump into each other. All speed is lost, and easily 5 seconds, maybe.
Look at Crafty. What is he doing? Is he deliberately blocking some people? Who knows? Or maybe he's just not that good. It's hard to say. Purpose, meanwhile, going for the first pit. This might be close, because if Purpose comes out ahead of Slomé, he still is first. But actually, is he ahead of Neo Cynical? I wonder, because Neo Cynical is behind Slomé, even though he has a pit more. Ooh, Purpose just dodging this.
That may have cost some time right there.
Yeah, I think it did. Oh, somebody fell off there. But where are the others? There's Neo Cynical. It is really interesting to see how far people are from each other. So are there some other fights that are really close? Fundy is pretty close to Keith. Let's take a look at that. So Fundy is somehow fighting with Keith. Oh, I think Fundy just messed up. I think that's a little bit of commentator's curse. That's my bad.
Keith is quite close actually right now.
Yeah, Keith is close. But it seems they both failed this part. And now Fundy has to try to make his way through. And he does try to get in tandem, and this is going to get really close. Be careful now, Fundy. He overtakes Dark Phoenix, but now he has to overtake Keith. Will he be able to do it? Let's take a look at this. Meanwhile, I'm taking a look on how the others do. Oh, that was really close. That's quite lucky, actually.
In terms of team position, I'm really interested in seeing, like, you can see the different colors of teams on the right side. And you can see that some teams have several players on the scoreboard. So currently, there's Pi in 3rd and Slomé in 6th. I'm wondering whether Pi is trying to give Slomé an advantage by obscuring the race of Neo Cynical and Fastminer.
Yeah, but Neo Cynical is still 6 seconds behind Pi. So it's going to take a little while before he can start blocking. But when he does, it's going to be really interesting. In the meantime, Fundy has overtaken Tadziu. I think Tadziu fell off at some part and got a reset. But, not much is going on, except for Fundy trying to get through this huge sea of back markers. Let's take a look at the others. At our top leaders, Hydro MC does have quite a bit of air. Like, if he gets a good pace going, he might be able to actually get an overtake on Purpose. Although Purpose is pretty close behind him. So the moment Hydro gets some air, Purpose will too. The Purpose right now is behind Insane Orbits, and it doesn't seem he can overtake him just yet. But I'm really interested in Slomé. Because Slomé, who's behind Fast Miner...
Oh, is he?
He's not anymore. But
commentator's curse, right?
But Slomé actually did win the last 2 IBRIs, but it doesn't seem he's used to overtaking slower people. Now is he? Because he's always at the front, you know?
And right in front of him, there's 2 people, so
he's going for the skip. What is...
Is it
oh my!
Out?
Okay, Slomé.
Amazing overtake there.
All he has to do is try to get in front of Neo Cynical, and he might... No, actually, he's way behind Neo Cynical right now, and Neo Cynical has 2 pits, as you can see on the right side. And Neo Cynical, is he even first? It depends on how long the pit stop is. Who also just did a pit stop is Gurk. Let's see where he comes out, because he was P15 before he went into the pits. And where is he now? Is it still P15, or is he being overtaken by somebody? Yeah, PL Awesome did overtake Gurk, but now Okay.
Oh.
Okay, never mind. Gurk died, you guys.
That's
There
exactly
he
what
is.
always happened when I was
There's
playing
Gurk.
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
It's just this tight corner. So this skip is actually, if you execute it well, a really great time saver. Even with two boats next to each other, as you just saw, it is possible. Actually interesting how they take a different approach to this corner.
Yeah.
But Purpose definitely comes out better.
So yeah, it does seem that Purpose is still ahead of the pack. And it all depends on the spit stop, how fast he is there, to see if he can win this race or not. His biggest rival right now, I think it will be NYOOOOOOOOOM. Because Hydro MC is right here, and he's a pit stop behind Purpose. Purpose is trying to overtake him again. And he might have to pit soon, because I think he's getting slowed down by Hydro at this point. I think Hydro might still get a podium, but it's a really difficult call to make.
At this point, there is a difference between having 0 pits and 2 pits. And
Yep.
taking a pit stop, how much time would you say, just an estimate, how much time would it cost you to take a pit? Yeah, I couldn't say, but...
It's about, let's say it's about 10 seconds. It depends on how fast you do a little pit game. Because the people have to do a little pit game, where they click all the items in the hotbar. And if they succeed by doing this, they actually get, a fast pit. And if you don't succeed, well, you're going to be stuck there forever. So hopefully they do it fast. NYOOOOOOOOM is still stuck behind everybody. He just lost 3 seconds in total. Oh my, did he just boat tap? That is wild. Trying to overtake the Reaper right here, Hemley Reaper. NYOOOOOOOOM trying to get past his backmarker, who actually did lose him quite a lot of time, and he does so in a really generous manner. Wow, that was crazy.
Especially with Minecraft not really being optimized, so that's also why we have these front markers.
Front marker?
These markers in front, right? These
Mhm.
actually
the
positioning
right ones,
positioning yourself for a boat tap is extremely difficult because you cannot really trust the visual positioning of the boats.
That is true. Yeah, and NYOOOOOOOM actually is creeping closer to Pi, who is actually in P2 right now. Purpose still hasn't done a split. Hydro has, and he's really, really far behind Purpose. So Purpose is still looking like he's going to win it. But there's still a lot of laps left. 6 to be precise. So we're only just halfway through.
Yeah, at this point, if, for example, Pi still has 0 pits, and that might really become an issue. Because it appears, he is in second place right now.
Oh, Pi just messed up. He messed up the skip. But he's going to go for it again. NYOOOOOOOOM doesn't go for it. Let's see who's faster here. NYOOOOOOOOOM has to respect him quite a bit, and he's right behind Pi. Will he take a different route? No, he will go chase him, but that might be a bit difficult. What is IBRI doing?
Oh. That might have just cost NYOOOOOOOOM the overtake.
No, but Pi also got blocked by Chifoy.
And there he goes. He is in front right now.
No,
but
not yet.
Next
Pi
corner,
is fighting back, but now NYOOOOOOOOM completes
okay.
the overtake.
At this exit point, now they just make some speed, and that really, now, okay.
Oh! Whoa. This is a huge mess. And who is the leader of this train? It can only be one guy. And of course, it's Gurk. And Gurk is holding up literally everybody.
Gurk's really trying his best to...
Unless Hydro and Steve just gets past. And look at Slome. Slome is right here, and he's behind. Yeah, he's behind this entire train as well. But Chifoy is in his team, so they shouldn't let him pass. And I think they do. There you go.
Right in
so
front is...
NYOOOOOOOOM now has to...
Barry. Is it Barry? It was. Oh.
NYOOOOOOOOOM is fighting Frosty too. NYOOOOOOOOOM is putting in a classy performance. So NYOOOOOOOOOM last time lagged out at the start. And, well, had to fight his way through everybody last race. So I think that experience actually did him good. Because he is really good right now. But he is still 20 seconds behind Purpose. Because I think Purpose just has free air.
In the meantime, Pi has just finished his first pit stop. And that cost him a total of 4 places, I believe.
Yeah, Pi has fallen back a little bit. But he's not behind Fox. Because Fox has 28 seconds to go. Yeah, Purpose has a huge lead right now. Because he has a lot of air. But the problem is, he still has 1 pit to do. But it's actually a pretty good situation for him. Because the moment he gets close to all of these people, he can just decide to pit. And he will just dodge it entirely. Let's see behind him. Yeah, there's a lot of there's not many people behind him. So if he pits now, that's actually really good for him. Like, Sloymay is right here, but Sloymay can't really do much. NYOOOOOOOOOM is there too, but we'll have to see. So let's take a look at Purpose and see if he decides to pit, because he now is entering this huge train of backmarkers, which he skips by pretty easily, it seems. But let's have a look.
Well, there was just one. Now there's a total of like 4 more. So it might be the opportunity to pit.
Yeah, and he does.
Actually does.
Let's take a look how he does. So into the pit he goes. How fast will he do it? It's not that fast. It's a 3-second pit stop. Will he be ahead of Hydro and NYOOOOOOOOM? He's coming out. Let's look at the background. I don't see him. I do not see him. And he's ahead.
He is.
And quite by a big margin as well, because here's Hydro.
Actually commenting in chat.
And here's NYOOOOOOOM. Yeah, it seems NYOOOOOOOOM is trying to get P2 now. Unless something happens. Oh, what is this guy doing? Bubba Brooks seems to be blocking the skip. Literally killing everybody. Except Sloymay. Wait, did Sloymay just... Wow, what is going on here? Pretty disrespectful in a charity event. I don't know what this person is doing.
Well, as you know, it is a team effort here. So this might actually be very beneficial for some teammates.
Yeah, look at this. The admins are looking at it. I don't think this is the...
This doesn't feel good.
I don't think Bubba Brooks is going to sit there for a very long time anymore.
The boat may have broken down.
Yeah, trying to block people on purpose. Yeah, this is against the rules. So let's see how they deal with this. Meanwhile, we're going back to Purpose. Because maybe he'll also get messed up by this. And there he is. Will Purpose go for any more... Oh, wow, he's behind a huge train. This could actually slow him down. It's the same train as before, because he's just that fast. NYOOOOOOOOM is really far away from him now, too. Even more, losing more seconds to that person sitting at the skip.
Yeah, the 2 racers, Hydro MC and Sloymay, both have to do another pit stop. So even though they're within 10 seconds of Purplers, he is still kind of in the safe zone right now.
Yeah, and look how many people he will have to slide through. Well, here he goes. Let's take a look. Is that person still sitting there? No, they're not sitting there anymore. Really lucky for Purpose. And Sloymay is setting fast lap after fast lap. And 1:47.9 is a pretty respectable time, I gotta say.
Hydro MC has just pitted for the 2nd time, and it has cost him a total of 2 spots. He's right behind NYOOOOOOOM, fighting over... Oh, he just overtook again.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, Sloymay is almost 10 seconds in front of Hydro.
Oh, here he is. Sloymay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sloymay does not have any good chances right now. I think he has to really try to be ahead of Hydro. But right now, he's looking at P4. Oh, and he is doing the skip now. That's probably why he's getting so many good times. I think he's really consistent at the skip, because he keeps getting fast lap after fast lap after fast lap. Oh, look at this. It's the same person again. What is going on? Why is this person just blocking everything? I do not get it. Look at this. The same person, which is strange, because this is not a route a lot of people take. Only...
Yeah, Bloemen, yeah.
It's a bit of a shame that this unsportsmanlike behavior is here in IBRI. And it doesn't feel that good to see it. Oh well. Purpose, behind, talks with noise. Will he gonna overtake? He's really close to bumping here. He has to be careful, but I think he's already passed, because he has way more exit speed. Ooh. Yeah, there you go. Purpose is passed. And I think he has open air now again, doesn't he? Yep, he does. It seems Purpose has it in the bag right now. And he is on lap 13 of 15. He only needs to keep this up for 3 more laps. So if nothing happens these 3 laps, he might be golden. So let's take a look at Sloymay. Because Sloymay...
is on lap 13, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, he is. But he has 1 more pit to go. And this last pit might actually be huge. Because he has 10 seconds to NYOOOOOOOOM because NYOOOOOOOOM got slowed down by that person blocking the skip by a lot. Like a lot. And Sloyman might just have a pit on NYOOOOOOOM now. They're gonna come out fighting for sure. But who would have guessed that Purplus was the one that actually won this time around? The team Purplus was originally part of, actually, was the Redstoners. And for this IBRI, we decided to split up the Redstoners in 2 teams. One with Sloyman and one with Purplus. And right now, they're P1 and P2. And Sloyman has actually been winning all this time. But maybe it was due to Purplus all along. Anyway, let's take a look on what he will do here. I think Sloyman will have to pit pretty soon. Let's have a spectate on him.
At the same time, I'm trying to look at some of the times between positions 8 and 9, for example. Fast Miners actually quite close. So even for like not the top 5, there's definitely still space for some overtaking. Really interesting to see.
Yeah, for sure. And another person I'm pretty surprised by is actually Infernally. Because Infernally didn't do so well in qualifying as far as I saw. And Sloyman does go into the pits. Now the question is, will he be ahead of NYOOOOOOOM after this? That is the most important part. So I'm going to make it like so. And you can see the players. Here comes NYOOOOOOOM. NYOOOOOOOM is really close. Sloyman just exiting the pits. And it seems Sloyman is ahead of NYOOOOOOOM. Unless he does something about it. This is going to be these last 2 laps are going to be a quick battle for these 2 guys. Battle for P2. Let's see it. Yeah, let's see. There they go. And they're going up to... There are some back markers there. And that might be a problem. As Sloyman has to slow down for Fundy. Ooh, and NYOOOOOOOM is also respecting. And here they come. Oh! He actually got hit! NYOOOOOOOM is through right now. And but they're in tandem. So they still both have a chance. Will somebody go for the skip? Sloyman goes for the skip. This is all or nothing. Right. And he does get it. But will he be ahead? He is ahead of the back markers as well.
NYOOOOOOOM is actually blocked by one of the back markers.
Yeah.
Which really gives Sloyman a great opportunity to create some distance.
And I think this is why Sloyman has won all the races so far. Maybe not the one today, but this is the reason he's still good. Because he sees the risk and he knows, yes, I can do this. And he does go for it and he does actually get it. Like, this skip is not easy, I'll tell you that. It's not easy at all. But he somehow finds a way to do it. And he even gets 4 seconds to Purplus, which won't really matter now. But it's still insanity that he did. Speaking of, let's see how far Purplus is, because I think he's going into his last lap. And let's just have this lap for him. Meanwhile, Pi has overtaken Fox in a little bit further behind. And here goes Purplus. I think he's just taking it a little bit easy. This has actually been a long time coming. He has been in 3 IBRIs. He's been here from the start. And lately, he even made an Ice Boat Racing video that some friends of mine, and even myself, have started. Now, as he does get blocked here a little bit, that's a bit shameful. But who cares? Because I think this is just... He can do whatever he wants. If he starts doing 360s, nobody can catch up. He is 16 seconds ahead, which is a crazy amount of time.
At this point, he would have to go backwards to actually give Sloyman a chance. Really bump into something that he crashes the boat on.
Yeah, he's actually gaining a lot of time on Sloyman. But I'm going to check real quick on Sloyman if he goes for the skip or not. Because if Sloyman messes up, NYOOOOOOOM might still have a chance. So let's take a look. He does go for it. And he's taking it really slow. Yeah. There we go.
Even taking it slower.
Clean.
It is definitely a really clean exit. And also it prevents bumping into the back markers, so the guys he was at the same position with.
It really does, yeah. It really does. And Purplus, yeah, here he is.
There you go.
Starting. First time getting about 5th. Last time he got 3rd. And this time he's looking towards P1. And actually winning his first ever boat race. Here's that back marker that tried to block everybody. But Purplus says, I do not care. I'm making my way through, and he's gonna give the Redstoners 2.0 their first ever win. Here is Purpose, winner of IBRI 3.
Amazing rounds. There comes Slome.
Slome will be a little bit behind, but still pretty fast. Let's have a look here.
Yeah, just around the corner.
No, let's wait on it. They're further away than you think.
Oh,
There's Slome. And there he goes. Slome P2. And Neo Cynical P3. Really respectable. And let's take a look. Hydro MC first ever race. Just missing out on the podium. That is really impressive. And we gotta give it to him. Yeah, that was really good from Hydro MC. Well done.
Well done. He did have his 15 minutes of fame while he was in first, I believe, right?
Yeah, he was in first.
It was amazing. Amazing to see even newer players being able to be in front. Great effort. But as you could see, some small mistakes. It costs a lot of...
they add up over time. And Pi gets that P5. And the Fox, also a new player, gets P6. There you go. New Cynical does seem to be a bit happy with his victory right there. And let's take a look if we actually get some talks going. Let's see. Dolphin P8, Inferno P7. And I think this is a really clean race. And we might be able to talk to some people afterwards. What a nice race. What is Bent? Bent is saying hello. What is going on with Bent? Let's see. It's Bent. Let's take a look. Is Bent stuck? No, he is not stuck. I think he lagged out a little bit and lost a position. So, first, I would love to hear from our first. Not the person in first, but the person in second, actually. Neo Cynical. Because this is the first time he actually made it out of, he actually got it to the podium this time around, which is really, really nice. Let's drag him in here. Well. Please give a round of applause to Neo Cynical. How are you? Alright, that's really great to hear. Give me just a second. I'll be... I have to load you in real quick. There we go. Hello, Neo Cynical. So, this time around, you finally didn't lag out at the start. How does that feel? I see, yeah. That's stressful. Wow. So, can you talk us through your race? Because a lot happened for you, didn't it? You've... Yeah. Yeah, it seems so, indeed. But what about Hydro? I saw him sweep through at the start. What was that about? Okay, well, that's really good to hear. I see some people are saying that we can't hear. We can't hear you. That's a bit strange. Let's take a look, because it's saying that we can't hear it. We should be able to. Oh well. In that case, I'll just translate. He's really happy, and it's great that it didn't lag out. It's strange that it doesn't work, but oh well. That's just we gotta deal with it, and oh well, just gotta do it, you know. So well, I'm gonna congratulate you on your first podium, and no, Slome actually did not qualify. You did qualify first, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. No, yeah, and I think that's really just really good, and I think you should be proud of it. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave you to it. I would be able to. I can't really put you back, so I'm just gonna disconnect you if that's okay. Meantime, I'm gonna take a look at the settings that we have here, because it's a bit it's not good if we can't have the sounds of everybody, now can we? It's a bit strange because I did test it beforehand, so that sucks. Let's take a look at how to fix this real quick. There we go. Alright, I'll try it once more after this. Alright. I'll talk a little bit with... I'll try to get Sloime. Let's have a talk to him, if we can. And then we'll test it out once more. It should be able... it should be fixed now at this point. A little bit more about New Cynical. He did qualify first. He was really happy about that. And this is the first time Sloime didn't qualify first. Now, though, let's take a look before we talk to other people. Let's take a look at the podium ceremony. Oh, my. Here we go. We're all... Oh, my. Oh, my. I'm going to actually give a little bit of FO feedback so we can actually see stuff. And let's have a little flyer here. Here is New Cynical with third place, Sloime in second place, and Purplers in first. Here we go. Give a big round of applause. We of course knew this, but I think the biggest part is which team has won, because that's a huge question. All right, champagne misspelled, but that's all right. It's all about the thing. And this is a quick reminder: if you donate, which is in the description, donate to a charity. It's for a good cause, and it helps everybody to get a little bit better. And what somebody asked in chat: what happens if people would tie? Well, who knows? I think it's the person that finished first that actually wins. So if two people tie, the person that finished the first win. The team placements are next up. Here we go. In third position, we have the Redstoners 2.0, so they didn't win. NYOOOOOOOM in second place. And Winners POV actually winning this time around, which is crazy because they always try to get on podium, but never could. And now Winners POV actually won. That is crazy. Really well done to these guys. And what an event it has been for them. Guruk actually getting second place. Wow, I never expected that from... I guess the train that he calls is actually really good. And here's the rest of the results. There it is. Look at this. Winners POV. NYOOOOOOOM, Redstoners 2.0, Rudolph Racers, Team Bean Engine, powered by Yellow Snow Energy Drink. And... Pine Plungers, Runny Reindeers, Elf Engineers, Mythos Eternals, Silent Sketches, and last but not least, the Blizzard Boaters. Well done to everybody. Now, let's take a look if Sloime wants to have a little chat. Let's take a look. We're getting a ton of snowballs in the meantime, which is quite... I don't know if it's an annoyance, but people are celebrating here, and it seems to be fun. So this is really it for the event itself, but we're going to be talking to some more people in a bit. So I do have to ask, Mouse, for the first ever IBRI experience in person, how did you like it? What did you see?
It's really amazing to see so many people come together. It really sounds like a Christmassy spirity thing to say, but I really mean it. It's really amazing to see so many people, so many creators, and people just having fun. Even though different skill levels, they're all really here throwing snowballs, celebrating for a reason. I believe it was a really fun experience for them, and I also really enjoyed watching it. At some points it was a bit chaotic, of course, as it's supposed to be, in my opinion. It's really amazing to see this happen. Yeah, congratulations to all the teams that were able to put their foot on stage, on the podium. And I see Crafty's dragging our next guest into the call, so give the mic back to you.
Yeah, for sure. Hello, Sloime. Let's see if people can actually hear you this time, because last time around, our last guest unfortunately couldn't be heard. So hopefully, if you can talk us through your race.
Okay. Through the race, big mistakes. The biggest mistakes I've done in IBRI yet. I went for the cut 2 times at the start of the race. It didn't work out. I bunked a bit more than usual. The track was harder as well. So it was, yeah, it didn't really work out for me at the start. I got down to 8th.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I have Purple. Purple basically led the entire thing, the entire time. He didn't make mistakes. Hydro did. So he got in front of Hydro because Purple was second most of the time. And so I'm glad my stoner go first. So yeah, in my race, I basically just slowly climbed the ladder back, did the pits when it was getting crowded.
Yeah.
I'm just what's it called? Look, I had a title to defend.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it. So congrats, Purple. Purple also got much better in the past.
Yeah, I do agree. He got really good in these last few months between IBRI 2 and this version, of course.
Yeah, it's like insane. The progression is insane.
Yeah, and I'm actually really surprised how you kept going for the skip.
I did, because what's it called? I guess I was just in the wrong mindset. I was able to do the skip pretty consistently. It's just like it didn't feel right at some points, and so, but I was able to get back a tiny bit. Neo didn't get internet, like bad internet this time.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah,
That's a really good thing.
I'm super happy that he was there. The whole like rivalry gang is here. Like you got Pi, you got Purple, you got Neo, you got me as well. New Kiddo wasn't there, but yeah, like a lot of the gang was here, so that was pretty nice. So waiting for Mr. X Bass as well to come back.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he couldn't join this time around, but maybe next time. In next year even, we have to see. Meanwhile, there's another little fun race starting, so if you want to join that, be sure to do so.
I wonder, I can't take multiple losses.
Let's have a look. Let's actually walk us through your thinking process here, because I do.
Through which part?
Well, at the start you had some inconvenience. What happened there?
I did. So if I remember correctly, what's it called? Now I know big. What's it called? Now I know big boat racing. What's it called? Terms. I was too much. I put myself too much in tandem at the start. So like I kind of got. What's it called? Fricked over, I guess. This is a family-friendly way to say it.
Yeah, sure is.
Got fricked over pretty hard there. It was my mistake. And so it's just as usual, make the least mistakes possible. And for the first 2 laps, it wasn't there, unfortunately. Partly because the lap was harder, but I started in P2. I should have like what's it called? I think I should have like slowed down to P4, and then I should have taken the cut, and then I would have gotten to P1.
Yeah,
I think
because
that would have been the idea.
ultimately you had about 18 seconds to purpose. Do you think it was just free air, or do you think some other reason was there? Did you get unlucky maybe, or?
Purple got when he got past Hydro. I mean, that was like a battle between Hydro and Purple. Purple and Hydro were really good, and so they were like, to me, they were just incredibly in front, I guess, of everyone else. And so, what's it called? Where am I going with this? Yeah, so they were ultra in front, and as soon as Purple took over, well, he's got the whole track for himself. It's the same thing that happened in IBRI 1 and 2 for me.
Yeah.
Once I got P1,
You
just don't
flew
even
off.
make mistakes. Don't even be fast. Just don't make mistakes, and then you just like he climbed up to like 20 seconds in front or something.
Yeah, it was great actually.
Yeah, like the only reason why I got closer to him at the end is just because like I was hitting the cut every lap. But that's honestly about it. So yeah, my thought process was that I just made a lot of mistakes, and so I just tried to tell myself to not make any. Got a few bumps, but that's about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to thank you once again for participating, and
Thank you. It was awesome.
yeah, hopefully we can see you return to the top step of the podium next time.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know how much I'm gonna practice. I didn't practice between IBRI 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But like, Purple, I'm coming for you, bro. You're not
Yeah, your old
that
teammate.
actually.
Look at this. We have a fight on
Old
a real
teammate?
fight
No,
on our time.
He's in another team. He called himself the Redstoners. He got the red color.
Mm-hmm.
No. We had to call ourselves NYOOOOOOOM, and I don't like that. My stoner betrayed me. I'm very proud of my stoner, but like,
Yeah.
he
Well.
betrayed me. I'm gonna get out easy. All right.
All right. Well, hopefully this drama will get resolved next time around. So good luck. I'll disconnect you now. See you next time.
Goodbye. Thank you for having me.
All right. Let's actually go back to New Cynical real quick to see what the team says. Hello, winner's POV. Actually, the winner's POV this time. Wow, how did that happen?
We don't know.
Just the name, honestly. Yeah.
How does it work? Because we don't know how we won.
So yeah, like we have 3 people.
Well, all 3 of you did really well. And what happened is the scores combined gave you guys the top position.
Right.
I'll take it. Yes, let's go.
So can I ask, was there any sort of scaling because we only had 3 people, or no? Was it literally just the points?
Well, all of this is in our crazy IBRI rulebook. Unfortunately, I don't know the rulebook by hand or by heart.
Okay.
So
I guess
it should be there.
If there was scaling, it would be there, is what you're saying.
Yeah, if there was scaling, it would be in the rulebook. So we can check it out in a bit.
Because
Probably
I
after the
was
stream,
really
though.
thinking that it's only
But
there.
I want to congratulate you guys because last time around you got second, right? Or third, I should say,
Not as a team.
as a team.
No,
Yeah.
we came like second to last, I swear.
Second to last.
This is my second
Yeah,
time.
because one of the guys was just trolling and being last place, I think. One of our team guys.
I mean, this is
Last
so
time.
unexpected. Like,
Well, hopefully you guys
Actually,
did
I
enjoy
know
the
that. I don't know
race.
about you guys, but yes, it was very fun.
This
Good.
was really expected, actually.
Good
I don't know.
to
Yes.
hear, indeed. So I see you're still standing on the podium while everybody else has gone off and done some other stuff. So
Because we're
Taking
so
my-
shocked.
taking the
We're
wins as we can
still
get
not
them.
too shocked.
yeah, no, definitely. Like, you know what? Here you go. We can have some more snowballs. There we
yay.
go. Hopefully
There
you're
you
basking
go.
in that
This
glory.
made it all worth it.
And well, hopefully we'll see you again next time around for the next iteration of
Yeah.
When's the next
IBRI.
one?
Next year, somewhere in
Oh,
2025.
gotta wait a year. That's so.
Oh yeah, you gotta wait an entire year. So good luck with that. And I want to say congratulations once more. And let's see if you
Thank
guys
you.
can keep this trophy or this crown even.
We're reigning champions.
Yeah, you actually are reigning champions now.
Wow.
Good
Deserved.
Yeah,
luck
so
with that.
yeah, we're permanently banning the other guy from the team.
No.
So.
It makes all
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
because
yeah,
like,
we
we
don't-
did
Yeah,
lots
we
of
don't
practicing
need-
as a
yeah,
team.
Just a rock. No.
Yeah, so Flaming did Flaming not show in the end, or what happened?
Yeah, Flaming just didn't turn up.
Just fully
He just-
ghosted us.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't here. Yeah.
Oh,
He
okay.
had more important things to do, apparently.
It seems well he did lose out on winning, so guess you
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
rub
it's true.
rub that one in his
Don't
face.
give him a crown. No crowns. Actually, yeah, no.
All right. Well, I want to congratulate you once more,
Thank you.
and hopefully you enjoy this. All right.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Oh well, I cut him off there. That's my bad. So I would like to wish. I would wish to talk to Purpless, but he doesn't seem to respond because he is in a channel right now. And I'll tell you right now, there's a channel in the IBRI Discord server which has over 20 people in it. We can join it for a little bit, but I'm gonna turn down my Discord in OBS for you guys, so you don't actually get smothered by the people. Let's take a listen in how this is. Oh my.
You did it, bro. You did it.
Hey, Purpless, do you have some time? Alright, let me mute this a little bit. I'll be back. Purpless, hello. I just wanted to say congratulations for your first ever big win here on IBRI. It seems. Yeah, and you actually, one bad thing, you did make an enemy today. It's your old teammate, actually. Yeah. Well, no, but he's not particularly keen on or happy about you taking his crown. Yeah, so are you gonna defend it from now on, or what is going on? Mm-hmm. All right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So in this race, where did you start again? You started P3, if I'm correct, right?
P3 or P4.
Yeah.
I think P4.
Okay. So how did you get that? How did you get those overtakes, and how did you get to P1?
I don't know. I just drove cleanly. That's literally all I did.
Mm-hmm.
I just drove cleanly, and I only had like one or two. Like, I only made a couple of mistakes in the whole race, and then I had like a few people bumping me, but that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I never went for the shortcut. I never went for that. I just did my own line.
Yeah, that is actually pretty insane because we were watching the shortcut, and Sloy and New Cynical, I don't think New Cynical went for it, but Sloy went for it every time. He only failed it like 3 or 4 times. It was insanity.
He only failed it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
I think him failing it cost him then.
Yeah, actually, it was also a little bit of pitch strategy because you actually pitted at the perfect times. I don't know if you did this on purpose or
Yes, it was on purpose.
okay, or if you got lucky. But let's say it's on purpose because there's some skill in that as well.
Yes.
And do you think that experience of having experienced both IBRI 1 and IBRI 2 help with that? To give you that feeling of, okay, I got a pit now?
I had that feeling in all the races pretty much. Like, I just pit when it's crowded. That's all I do.
Mm-hmm.
I just use them that way. That's all I did. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, I want to congratulate you once more. And
Thank you.
Good luck with next time.
Good luck defending it.
Good
now.
luck defending it, indeed. Meantime, I'm having a fight with Hydro and Sloymate for some reason, but
Oh yeah.
let's see if I can get this. Well, let's see if I can beat Purpose here and beat these guys.
Yes.
How much
you
practice time did you
beat me.
actually have?
I used like 2.5 hours of it.
2.5 hours? Wow.
Yeah.
And
I
how?
didn't use all of it.
But you have been practicing quite a lot in the practice
I've
server.
been doing my dailies on boat labs, but that's about it. I haven't like hard practiced.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of boat labs, this track and the other IBRI tracks are actually releasing on there right now. I think after the stream, you can drive them
Well,
as
yeah.
well.
I'm just gonna see like all the pro boat races just demolish our world records already. Like, I think Sloy got a 142. I reckon the pros are probably gonna get like 140s or something.
Yeah, that might be the case.
That's probably
Well,
what's
so
gonna happen.
I did just get absolutely slammed by both Sloy and Hydra on the skip there. So I don't know if that's the case. I might just be really bad.
Maybe.
What do you mean? Okay. Okay. You know what? Yeah, sure. We'll have a go at it though. So thank you very much. Hopefully you
Thank you.
enjoyed it. And
It was fun. I was laughing at Fundy raging at Keith most of the lap.
yeah,
like-
I saw that battle actually. It was really close. And
I basically just turned my brain off for the entire race and then just listened to Fundy raging at him.
oh, well, that's some.
And also Crafty complaining about like bumping into things and all that.
Yeah, I actually thought Crafty was bumping people on purpose, or was that not the case?
Yeah, at one point he gave up, yes, and just decided to sabotage people. It's kind of crazy that we had someone not finish the race and we still came third.
Yeah. Well, what's even more crazy is that Winners POV actually only had 3 people got first.
Oh my god.
So I guess they're in a little bit of the same, boat as you guys are.
I get it.
There you go.
In the same boat as us.
Mm-hmm.
Pun intended.
Pun intended, indeed.
100% intended.
For sure. Okay. Well,
For sure.
so if you have one tip on how to get better at boat racing, what would that tip be?
Like, the tip is just don't drive straight into corners and then turn in hard. Like, that's not how you boat race. It's very gradual. Like, all your turns need to be gradual.
Okay.
Like, it's all about smoothness.
All about smoothness. And what do you mean by that smoothness?
Well, you want to turn into a corner gradually, not just get there and then do a sharp turn to go round it, because you will just go off the map.
Mm-hmm.
That is my tip.
All right. I think that's a great tip. And let's see if somebody uses this tip and takes your crown next time. I wonder if we have to nerf you at this point, though, and Sloy at that. So let's see if
Don't
there's...
nerf me, please. Just because I won one race. Sloy won 2. You need to nerf him first.
Yeah, we can nerf both of you guys. It's no problem.
Well, give us like a...
You can start on
I
last.
don't know. Start in last place. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's gonna be would be a bit wild. There you go. I did a purpose. I beat both Hydro and Sloy. There you go. Very nice.
There we go.
All right, I can clickbait it as well now. Anyways, thank you for your time. I got a DM.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for hosting the race and
No
everything.
problem. Should I drag your time into the big lounge, the server with
Yes.
a ton of people? Let me do that then.
Yes, please.
All right. Have fun talking about the race, and bye-bye. Now, for the last little bit, I would like to thank everybody that watched today's stream. I would also like to thank my co-commentator, Mouse.
And I would like to thank Crafties, because this is a really fun way of experiencing one of these races. And if you ever need... I saw some empty spots at the back when we started, so if you ever need some filler players, I'll probably be down, like the Discord message you just got. Like, there's several people who message Crafties to say, hey, I'm definitely down to play another round. And like you mentioned, early 2025 there will be another event, I think. So yeah, excited to... Yeah, I'm just looking forward to that, and wondering what awesome spring themed perhaps map we'll get that time. And yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? Not me. Definitely not me. I do want to say it's been a journey this far. Mouse here, my co-commentator, and I, we actually built our first boat race track back in end of 2020, I think it was. Something along...
Yeah, could be. Like, it's mid Corona times, and
yeah,
just had needed some hobby to do, and like, boat racing was for us a new thing. It's very simple Minecraft mechanic that honestly both the community and the exciting ways that you guys have developed new mechanics, for example, like the boat parkour videos you put out, and also just for example not bumping into each other is a really really great development if you're just looking for time trials. So yeah, really amazing to see this community flourish in such ways. And I saw you racing the lab just now, and honestly, I'd be down to race you someday, because like I've put in a few hours, but that's been like over a year ago at least. So I'm interested in seeing how well I do against you, honestly.
Yeah, well, we can test it out right after stream, where we can do a few laps and see how he flourishes. I do have 3 years on him, so I don't think he'll win, but we can test it out. So we're gonna go do that. If you wanna test out this track and the other IBRI tracks, you can do so on Boat Labs, which is mc.boatlabs.net, and the map should be on about right now. So just hop on there and you can see it. And once again, I want to thank the charity, Sarcoma, and I really want to thank Jingle Crafters to give us this opportunity, and they actually gave us a lot of players for this event. So thanks to them, and definitely go check that out, the charity. And I think that'll be that for today. So once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next IBRI in a track that is still unknown. But see you next year.
Merry Christmas.